So we've been talking about quadratic equations and we've been graphing quadratic equations, but there are two forms of quadratic equations. Okay, there are two forms. And you just need to memorize the forms. The first form is y equals, and this is the one we learned yesterday, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and this is called standard form. Some people call it standard polynomial form. Okay, so that's the first form, and then the second form, what we're going to look at some today, is not hard. It's called vertex form. It's called vertex, I don't know what's going on here, form. And the form is y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. That's called vertex form. Now let me tell you why it's called vertex form. Okay, so it's called vertex form because the vertex, when it's in this form, is the opposite of h and k. So you don't even have to do any work to calculate the vertex. That is it. Okay, now let me give you an example. Okay, let's say that our equation is y equals 4 parentheses x minus 3 squared plus 2. And what we're saying is I don't have to do any calculations for me to know the vertex. The vertex, what's inside here is a negative 3, right?
Right.
But h is 3. And so my vertex is 3, and then here's my k, 2, and I'm done. That's my vertex. You see how when it's in vertex form, calculating the vertex is very, very simple. Okay? Basically, you're looking at your parentheses, x minus 3, and you're asking yourself, what would make what's inside this parentheses 0? In other words, what number could I put for x right here so that what's inside the parentheses is 0? So what number could I put here to make it 0? 3, because 3 minus 3 is. And so whatever will make this 0, that's what goes for the x. And then whatever's out here, that's what goes for the y of your vertex. So when it's in vertex form, you just have to look at it to know what the vertex is, right? So that's all there is to it. Quadratic equations have two forms. Standard form, like this, where you have x squared and then x and then a number without a variable. And vertex form, which will always be in this form right here. A parentheses x minus h all squared plus k.